Hello there. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm doing this as a voice recording because there's no way I'm typing each and every detail that I'm seeing. So this is like the clearest screenshot that I could make with glitching. My video program ClipGem is being very annoying right now and won't let me take a proper picture without just showing me something completely different. It's an issue all on its own, but you know, that's just how it is. So already first thing I'm seeing here in the bottom corner, sprites of Spamton in the shop. So yeah, there's definitely a connection here with Spamton and Mr. Tanner. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I can't really speak anymore. What else am I missing? Yeah, so we can see here like the title picture. There's here some uh, black and white checkerboard thing. I don't know. Then we can see some sprites here from the light world or the overworld, which are very like you can see here is Chris's bathroom. There's the diner. There's the diner again, but here with this like I don't know like what do you call it? Um, Flashback filter or something, which essentially is just like a color filter, I suppose, like sepia tone over it. You can see the same here with the classroom. Down here is the game over one. Uh, there is then from like the chapter itself, we got the door here, the giant door. This is definitely like the game show area. There's here where we there's the kitchen. Here's where we played the games. These are the curtains. This here's like the snow area. And then you can see here these were like scenes from like the legend, from chapter 1 all the way back there. Um yeah, these are all like I could see like here the text brother. You can also see down here like tears or something. These are like Tanner's like text box, outstanding words and everything. You can see here's Blue Key's house. There's the giant game over. This was like from the Zelda game that we saw. There's Chris's hallway. This I assume this was like when like Tanner introduced his evil like game and everything. This was like one of this. Um yeah, I'm not too sure what else to see. There's like here there's like white stuff and all there's like red stuff right here. Don't know what that is. Pretty sure these are like literally just sprites that like Toby used for this because this is still like this is like just like a single screenshot taken from like a very fast scene. We don't know we weren't supposed to see it like complete like this. You can also see like here one of like the little guys from chapter 2, like the music trio, are also here. Uh, what else is there? Um, yeah, here Chris's bedroom is here. Um, this like what is this? This and this. These are definitely like text thing. They look like they're like either from like a special website, like the Undertale and her newsletter, or like the Spamton sweepstakes. That was also a website, right? I have a feeling these things are like where it's from. Uh, there's like this is a stage along the curtain. The curtain is definitely in the background. There was like a screen where like this is on, like this is then where it's used here. Um, then what else did I saw? I gotta find it again. Uh, hang on, I know there was something that I saw that was like interesting. Now I need to find it again. This, yes, this. What is this? Because I didn't see this before. Again, I am tired, so I hardly remember any of this. But I don't remember seeing this. I'm not too sure if this is like in the light world, in the dark world, or maybe it's an area that I like haven't seen yet. But I definitely haven't seen this. This is like new to me. everything else I just kind of recognize, so like it makes sense. Yeah, this was then another one that I did, like another screenshot taken. Obviously, it's not as good as the other one. It's still a bit more warply. And but took this because, as you can see, we see someone here peeking in the background, which is like a very nice detail if you like actually attempted this, recorded this from somewhere, like on the PC where you would normally play this, and then you would take a screenshot of that, or you would normally record it because you're a YouTuber or streamer, and then you clip it, you take a screenshot of it, and then you analyze everything, and then you would see like this guy over here, who we're gonna see in a second, hiding in the background. So yeah, I just really wanted to say this, not type every little detail in. It's so much easier to record. But yeah. Alright, so I probably explained this in like at the beginning of this video, but yeah, I am just now the reason why I cut all of this, it's why it's definitely like strange. I probably explained this again at the beginning of the video, but just to say it myself right now, I have been recording this ever since that save point at the beginning of the episode, and I didn't notice that my mic wasn't on. I have no idea how I missed that. Like, I am so sorry. I guess better late than never. I am seriously, I don't even know how that happened. I kid you not, the moment I noticed, I stopped the recording, I did like double take from screen to camera to mic, my turn off mic, or not plugged in mic, and I was literally just sitting there like contemplated for solid 10 minutes. Anyway, I hope you liked my voiceover or whatever I did or whatever I'm going to do for this entire part. Let's just keep on moving. But that doesn't make you a failure, Tanner. You've brought smiles, light into lightless lives, to Krista's family and friends for so long. Sorry if I sound defeated. I am, but I am defeated. So, there's nothing to be ashamed of. If that ever comes to an end. Darkness all become obsolete eventually. But we aren't real, Tanner. We shouldn't make likeness worry about what happens to us. It just make them happy, wouldn't it? Maybe you're right. But I Hey, you know what I think? Susie? I think you don't have to take being thrown away. Let me tell you, I've never really been able to make friends. I was always the scary girl, the bad kid. The only times anyone has ever got close to me were as a joke. And when I did start to make a real friend, I'd always end up moving away. The classroom. When I moved here, I thought it would be the same thing. Also, Susie moved here. I felt like you. I felt like a broken toy no one wanted. Chris's mom saw me, Tori. Saw me sitting on the bench in the graveyard, crying. She asked me what was wrong and told me everything was going to be okay. Huh, that's interesting. Took me to the diner, bought me a hot chocolate. Talked to me, told me I'd make friends. That gave me hope, even just a little. Recently, that hope's been growing. Because now I have friends. Real friends. Friends I want to keep. Chris, Ralsei, Lancer, Toriel too. Even though I thought I was broken. I just needed to find the right people, you know? So, don't worry, dude. Someone out there wants you. Promise. Chris, you help me ask around town, right? Someone's gonna want a TV. You'll help me? Susie, you're incredible! You're amazing! You're marvelous! I feel electric! I feel like $1,000,000! This must be what hope feels like! They're inventing a hall of pain just for you! But you gotta give back Tori. She's got people that need her too. I understand. I know it's not what the knight wants, but rest new contestants deserve a good prize. This way. Susie. Hear that, Ralsei? No one's gonna get thrown away. Not you, not me, not Chris. Got it? Got it, Susie. Well, let's go. That was nice. I'm still disappointed though that I didn't record this one. I'm still baffled how I missed that. Audience, would you please stand up and clap for our winners? The outstanding kindness and bravery, the lightness have won the grand prize. Look at her! Here you go. She's all yours, folks. How wonderful. The family's all together again. Now you can all finally... What the fuck? Who the hell are you? A Titan! If you don't tell us who you are, then... That is a Titan! Right? Like hell we're letting you take her. Chris, Ralsei, come on! Wait, crap, I didn't save. This is bad. The roaring. Wait, this is the night? No mercy. HP question marks? Check. That's action. Let's analyze the enemy. First, can we learn anything? Let me talk to the knight. I don't know what the hell you are, but he's poorly alone. You hear me? Fine, no one listen. Just as do things the hard way. They will not act anymore. I also like please just do this. If the warning happens, then please stop. What's happening? Oh! What the? Swoon down. Wait, 9! No, you can't. Oh, damn it, what? Wait, was this meant to happen? You can't take her. Undyne! Stop, police! I told you No, I didn't. I had a theory going on that like there are gonna be a special set of characters or roles, and we're gonna get the characters every time we get into a dark world. We'll get like the support character doctors that are gonna be on our team. In chapter 1 that was Lancer. No, in chapter 1 that was Rousey. In chapter 2 that was Noel. Then we get like sort of the non-Lugibius bad guy characters that are gonna be our friends. In chapter 1 that was Lancer. In chapter 2 that was Birdley. Then we got the main bad guys. Chapter 1, King Cards. Chapter 2, Queen. And now I believe this is the same happening again. Well, kinda, at least. And I had this theory going on that one of the characters that are gonna be sort of bad but then become our friends in the end was gonna be Undyne, because Toria, in the end of chapter 2, called the police. And I believe that it either had to be Natsuko or Undyne, because they are the police. You got some explaining to do, punk. And she's here! Hey, what are you doing? Put me down! There are a lot of spears. Hey. Hey, where the hell are you going? Come on! I'll be fine. Do whatever you need to do. But I can heal you! She's sleeping peacefully. Susie! Chris, there's some kind of door here. Wait, this is like chapter 1. Where are we now? Oh, we're outside! We're back at the light world! We're in the light? Yes! Wait, Chris, I still see someone. They're down there. What? Dude, where the hell are we going? Down here, past the church. Wait, we're going down there? Are we finally gonna see what's behind these doors? What the hell? Hey, open up! Undyne, Officer Undyne, say something! Hey, this is a joke, right? You gotta come out of there, right? What the hell is this? some sort of electronic lock? Chris, what the hell is going on? Why did they take Undyne in here? And why were they trying to take Toria? What the hell are they doing, Chris? Like, the cops. It's no good. The door, it's solid steel. This weird panel. Can we just get someone to tell us how it works? But we can't, right? Can't tell anyone about this, right? Because you saw that smoke, right, Chris? There's gotta be a dark world in there. If anybody else went in there, Toriel! She's still in there. Damn it, I hate to give up here, Chris, but let's just go seal that fountain. On the shelter was a strange panel. It looked like a digital security lock. There were 3 entry fields and 3 symbols besides them. One had a pine tree beside it. One had an officer's badge beside it. And one had the Deltarune. I can't move. What? Wait, hang on, what do you mean that's the end? What? That's just... What? Are you kidding me? Right, so not only was I incompetent enough to not record my own voice for the majority of this video, but now we also end this with a cliffhanger? Are you kidding me? Oh. What? To be continued. Yes. Oh wow. Ice. Outside shelter. Yeah, chapter 3 end. Oh, what? What? Are you kidding me? Oh. Okay, so this clearly caught my attention now. What am I gonna do? So right now, as of this recording, it's late, so I can't do anything anymore. I still need to edit episode 2 and release that. This is episode 3, and obviously when I have to edit this, I'm gonna have to do a voiceover, or already have done a voiceover now if you've seen this video. And I guess... Chapter 4. But yeah, I guess this is then technically the end of chapter 3. So what I have to say about that one? So much. Okay, let's get this quickly out the way. So obviously, you know, Rousey and Susie, they both had a little bit of character arcs going on in this chapter, which I really liked, especially Susie. Mr. Tanner, fun character, loved him, especially also the little arc was going on. But he did get like, was he like completely like destroyed at the end from the knight? And yeah, you know, forget a lot about like the mini games and such. They were fun and all, but literally the end, I believed honestly like we're gonna get like the twist that Tori's gonna wake up and everything, but no. Instead, we literally get the knight, who is like its own independent character. And you know, a lot of people, including myself, had like the speculation that Chris sort of was the knight because we saw him make this dark world, you know, at the end of chapter 2. But I guess that's not the case. Is that why? Is that why some darkness turned to stone? It's not because where they come from and where they don't belong in the dark world. It's because Chris literally made this dark world on his own. And it isn't one of pure darkness, unlike the one where, you know, Rousey's from, the school closet, because that was made by the Roaring Knight. Yeah. Man, crazy stuff. But yeah, I think it's already way past the time. I didn't have time to even look at my time, but I definitely know for a fact it's late, so I guess this is the end of chapter 3. We're gonna get them back up at chapter 4 and just see how this goes on. Alright. Goodbye. And so sorry.